This is Paul Westerberg. Welcome to the sessions at AOL.
Looking up in heaven, wasn't anywhere in sight.
Folker. It lies between rock and roll and folk. It has bass and drums underneath it, but the verses are the only things that might change. It's not meant to be pop music where there's new instruments to catch your attention. You listen to an old folk record, and it's simply a guy and a guitar, and then the words change. So that was my thinking here, but just giving it a beat.
He's kind of like an artist sitting on the floor.
It's rare that I take a hiatus from writing. I took a little one, and then you didn't hear from me for about 4 years. I wasn't just, watching TV at the time. I was writing, and I had about 3 records worth of stuff, and it was time to start letting some of it leak out. My writing is, I think, improved because I've simplified it, made it less tricky. It's just more truthful from the gut.
How can you like him? You're still mine, can't you see?
They have a couple methods of writing. The best, without question, is a phrase or a title, and that sets everything going. I never start without the first line. Sometimes I save it till the end, though. But that's a John Lennon trick. If I fell in love with you.
You bring a thimble, and I'll pull my thoughts out.
I turn a phrase naturally, I'm not sure left from right, but whenever somebody says something, I always turn it around in my head. It's like sort of a thing that happens. A lot of times they're just mistakes that I naturally think that way. If you think of go, I immediately think of stop.
My dad's sitting in his chair. He sits and stares all day.
My dad's song. I knew I wasn't alone in that scenario of having a dying parent and caring for the dying parent. And I was with him to the end. He died in my arms. I was right there, and it didn't make me sad, but the year before, as I watched him slowly deteriorate, I used to come home pretty sad. And that was one night, I think rather than being sad, I just thought I would write a little song about him.
My dad's sitting in his chair, he'd never seen me play.
And I kind of hoped that he would hear it, but I'm sure, he would have probably wouldn't have liked it.
His passion's always been golf, and always pulled for the Twins.
The best trait from my dad, I think his favorite phrase was "the hell with it." I have inherited that. If somebody breaks something of mine, it's like, the hell with it, don't worry, it's just a, $1,000 guitar. And my mother probably gave me a very hard-working ethic and also incredible anxiety.
Meet me tonight, if you would dare, I would dare.
The Replacements reunion, it's whispered about amongst the members. The last time, I believe, it was sort of shouted about and phones were slammed down. It didn't happen. I made Tommy mad at me again. I guess we don't like each other now. And that'll last maybe a month, maybe a year, maybe till next Tuesday, and then we'll be buddies again. Because he is the one. I wouldn't do it with Chris and Slim, who probably would be game, but that's kind of, without Tommy and Chris, it really wouldn't be right in my mind.
I went looking up in heaven, but she wasn't anywhere in sight.
All right, Paul, now we're going to put you on the spot. Nude or pajamas?
Underwear.
Driver or passenger?
Passenger.
Free Michael or Free Martha?
Never heard of either one.
Elvis Presley or Johnny Cash?
Elvis.
Stones or Beatles?
Stones.
Scarface or Goodfellas?
Both pieces of crap.
Jessica Simpson or Ashley Simpson?
Homer Simpson.
Party like it's your birthday or party like it's 1999?
It was my birthday, 1999, New Year's Eve. I hate my birthday. It's New Year's Eve. It's the worst day in the year to have a birthday.
Romantic night in or wild night out?
Pass.
Shake your tail feather or shake it like a Polaroid picture?
Thoroughly confused, but I'll shake a tail feather.
Boxers or briefs?
Jockstrap.
Tackle or touch?
Basketball.
Bush or carry?
I'd do a better job than both of them.
I went looking up in heaven, but she wasn't anywhere in sight. They asked me stick around, but without you it just wasn't right.
This is Herbert McCoy. F*** you all.